So a number of creepy new shows are out this week as Hollywood approaches, including Sunday's highly anticipated season premiere of The Walking Dead. Let's get into it with Mickey Connor. He's the editor-in-chief of TV Guide. You didn't like my scary hands?
I did not
Clearly, Emery was freaked out by my scary hands.
No, yeah, I didn't anticipate the drama that you were going to inject into that.
It's zombies, like zombies. So, speaking of zombies, Mickey, you've heard a lot of good information on the upcoming season of The Walking Dead. The tagline is All Out War.
Yep.
Let's listen to a preview.
Okay.
We found each other. That bigger world is ours by right. But those who use and take and kill, we end them.
Thank you, Your Majesty. For what? For being such a cool dude.
With everything we've beat.
I mean, I had it, right, Mickey?
Right, there you go. Yeah.
What can we expect this season?
Everything
Time for your audition. Get you down to Atlanta. So this season's a little bit different. It's all out war because all of these factions that we've met over the seasons are going to be coming together, or against each other. And the rumor that I'm hearing is that this is sort of the big theme for the season. But after that, there's possibly going to be a big time jump, which is why in a lot of the trailers that you're seeing a picture of Rick with the big long gray beard. It's weird because this show really compresses time. Like the entire last season took place over like 19 days or something like that. So the fact that they're jumping ahead means something. It means that you could see some real character development. You might see a baby born, for example. So that's sort of the big thing. The first episode of the new season is the 100th episode, and they're kind of doing like a lot of Easter eggs. And during that, you'll see a lot of shot-for-shot remakes of previous scenes from the series. They're having a little bit of fun with it for the fans. I think there's a lot to look forward to this season, and starting with that great first episode.
It's awesome.
Okay, so in that same vein, we have season 2 of Freakish.
Yes.
It's about high school kids who are taking on sort of these zombie-like creatures, right?
Yeah.
Let's take a look at that.
Sure.
We have limited resources, and we don't know them.
They're just like us. They're people out there trying to survive.
They're planning something. They lied about who they are.
They are not our friends.
They're dangerous.
So this show's cast, they're all social media
celebrities? So it's like if you imagine like Dawn of the Dead or Day of the Dead, where it's like people are trapped somewhere and they're being pursued by zombies. That's the formula here.
Okay.
But the cast is, all made up of social media stars, because why not? And,
oh my God.
Because,
they're practically actors,
Really? Meanwhile, people are going to Juilliard.
I know. I mean, what's the point? Right? What's the point of Yale Drama School? Forget it. Just have 1 million Instagram followers, 1 million Twitter followers, and you're golden.
There you go. You can do anything. And but so this season, they're actually going to leave the high school, believe it or not. And so that's what it's about, sort of like discovering the people who actually created the zombie apocalypse and figuring out that they're probably more dangerous than the monsters are. And so that's the big thing this season. They're going to meet a lot of mysterious people who were hidden in other places. So it's kind of standard zombie fare, but I think that because, like we said, because the cast is a little different, it's for a younger audience.
Right.
Not too young though. It's pretty
graphic.
Okay.
That was pretty gross. All right, this other series, it's a docu-series.
Yep.
Looks really intriguing. It's called The 11. It's about the murders of 11 teenagers. They aired their first episode last night. Let's watch a bit of that.
If the people of Galveston County thought Colette Wilson's brutal murder was a lone tragedy, they were mistaken. The horror was just beginning. Only weeks later, 2 best friends were hitchhiking on Galveston Island. Witnesses say they saw them getting into a white van.
Monday morning, 15-year-old Maria Johnson and her friend, 15-year-old Debbie Ackerman, disappeared.
I mean, that's absolutely chilling. I know the other stuff, it's great.
Real life monsters.
But real life monsters
Exactly.
are always going to be, more bone chilling than the stuff that, you see that is fake.
Yeah.
So what's going on in this series? What is the story that they're
So this is
looking
about
at
a series of murders that took place in the Galveston, Texas area in the 1970s. And basically, the reason why it's the cold case is resurfacing now is because there's a killer who's on death row who actually made a confession, and then
having confessed to these murders.
But then he recanted the confession, and so in the process, these investigators have said, like, what's going on here? There's something here, and they want to figure it out. They want to get some closure. Obviously, this is a cold case that has left a lot of sadness in its wake, and people want answers, and so that's what this series is about, is trying to find answers.
And so it's a bit of documentary style, but it's also reenactment.
There's a lot of reenactments
creepy.
in it, yeah.
It's like
Who
Halloween.
does the voiceover there?
Yeah, the voiceover is pretty great, right?
Really pulled me in.
Very specific to Galveston, Texas.
Yes.
And yeah.
Wow.
All right, Mickey O'Connor from TV Guide, you've given us a lot of options.
Yep.
All creepy.
How are we going to catch up to everything?
I know. I know. We're going to have to call out. We're calling out next week.
Figure it out, let me know.
We've got to watch all the streaming
Stranger
stuff.
Things next week.
Thanks a lot, Mickey.
All right, thanks.